What if I told you that one of the most beloved women in history spent years feeling completely alone? Not abandoned by people, not forgotten by the world, but something even more painful, feeling abandoned by God. Stay with me until the very end of this story, because what you're about to hear changed the way millions of people understand faith. And if you have ever prayed and felt nothing, if you have ever searched for God and heard only silence, then this story may speak directly to your heart. Because this is not the story most people know. This is the hidden story, the hidden tears of Mother Teresa. Almost everyone recognizes her face, the white sari, the blue stripes, the gentle smile, the small woman who transformed compassion into action to the world. Mother Teresa seemed unshakable. She comforted the dying. She embraced the forgotten. She cared for those nobody wanted. Millions admired her. Millions trusted her. Millions saw her as a living example of faith. But sometimes, the people who appear strongest on the outside are fighting battles nobody can see. And that was true for Mother Teresa. Because behind the public image, there was another story. A private story. A painful story. One that remained hidden for many years. Most people imagine faith as certainty, as confidence, as peace. But real faith is often much more complicated. Faith is not always a mountaintop experience. Sometimes faith walks through valleys. Sometimes faith continues even when emotions disappear. Sometimes faith keeps moving forward, even when nothing seems to make sense. And Mother Teresa knew this better than most. For years, she experienced what many spiritual writers call the dark night of the soul, a period of profound spiritual dryness, a period where she felt no emotional closeness to God, no comfort, no consolation, no warmth, only silence. Imagine that, the woman who inspired millions to believe, struggling to feel God's presence herself. It seems almost impossible, and yet that is exactly why her story matters. Because it is deeply human. And what she did next is what makes her story extraordinary. Many people assume faith means never struggling. But perhaps faith means something else entirely. Perhaps faith is continuing to love, even when your heart feels empty. Continuing to serve, even when you feel exhausted. Continuing to trust, even when you cannot see. Mother Teresa could have stopped. She could have retreated. She could have allowed discouragement to win. Instead, she kept showing up, day after day, year after year, helping the poor, comforting the suffering, loving the unwanted, not because she always felt inspired, but because she chose love. And that is one of the most powerful lessons of her life. Love is most beautiful when it survives difficulty. For much of her life, very few people knew about this struggle. The public saw the smile, the confidence, the mission, but they did not see the tears, the questions, the loneliness, the interior darkness. Only later would many discover writings revealing the depth of her spiritual battle. And people were shocked, not because they saw weakness, but because they saw honesty. Suddenly Mother Teresa became even more relatable, not less holy, more human, more understandable, more real. Because millions of people know what it feels like to keep going when life becomes difficult. And suddenly, they realized she understood too. If this story is touching your heart, subscribe to Divine Stories. Every week we explore hidden saint stories, Christian mysteries, miracles, and inspiring journeys that reveal the human side of faith. Because sometimes the stories we need most are the ones that remind us we are not alone. Now let's continue. Perhaps the greatest surprise in Mother Teresa's story is this. Her faith was not built on feelings. It was built on commitment. Many people wait to feel inspired before acting. Mother Teresa acted even when inspiration felt absent. Many people wait to feel peace before trusting. Mother Teresa trusted even when peace felt distant. Many people stop when life becomes difficult. Mother Teresa continued. And maybe that is why her story continues to inspire people around the world. Because it teaches us that faith is not perfection. Faith is perseverance. Faith is continuing to love, continuing to hope, continuing to trust, even when life becomes difficult. Maybe you clicked this video because you're carrying your own struggle. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you feel discouraged. Maybe you're facing questions nobody else understands. Maybe you have prayed and felt silence. Maybe you wonder if God sees your pain. If that is you, Mother Teresa's story offers a quiet message. Do not give up. The absence of feelings is not the absence of God. The presence of struggle is not the absence of faith. And difficult seasons do not last forever. Keep going. Keep loving. Keep hoping. Keep trusting. One step at a time. Lord, for every person listening tonight, especially those walking through difficult seasons, bring comfort. For those who feel alone, bring peace. For those carrying heavy burdens, bring strength. For those who feel discouraged, bring hope. Help us remember the example of Mother Teresa. Help us remain faithful even when life feels difficult. Help us continue loving when our hearts are tired. Help us continue hoping when circumstances seem uncertain. And remind us that even in silence, you are present. Even in darkness, you are near. Even in struggle, you are working. Wrap every listener in your peace tonight, and strengthen every weary heart. Amen. Thank you for staying until the end. Now I would love to hear from you. Have you ever gone through a season where God felt distant? Or have you experienced a difficult period that ultimately strengthened your faith? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story may encourage someone else who is reading. And if this video touched your heart, stay with us. Subscribe to Divine Stories for more inspiring saint stories, Christian mysteries, miracles, and powerful prayers. Remember, you are not alone. And your story is not over yet.